Alright, I am live. Let's continue. I don't have any like big statements right now. Let's see, so last time we got the garage, I did get down to the basement, but apparently you need a different key for that. And I immediately realized this counts as a step. This is, I don't know, that counts as a step too. That's fine. This will count for a step. But I feel like this is worth our time. Reading things, tool shit. Yeah, let's try the tune. I'm curious what we find out here. There's a puzzle. The tomb has a puzzle. This one has a hat. Many of them have hats. Simon, so here's where it all ends, at least for me. All of the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break, and I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family front of conviction. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's or mine? In our youth we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that strangles growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak, overlooking the plains and wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains and wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break these chains, then I would cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. Would have you rise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this Fletcher as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric, and to, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within the mausoleum of dreams, When the day comes to write your own letter to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps, as is tradition, Herbert F. Sinclair. I was kind of hoping we might have some more hints as to what to do with all these statues. So I presume every single one of these go up or down. Another two. New letter here. Somebody. Each of our journeys comes to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end. Is it? Well, I know it can't. It's definitely not a dead end. I feel like this leads to somewhere. The candles could be a hint. Zero, 3, 0, 2, 3, 1, maybe. What if I hit every single one? I don't think that's the solution. Well, it's not nothing. It's hard to say if it's worth it to come over here at the beginning of every day, but it is. This is like a free upgrade. So every dead end that we draft will give us more money. That is going to help us every time we get to a commissary. We'll have more funding, probably. Closet should always have extra money. Anyway, let's do the den. There's a locked trunk. Let's do a puzzle. Yeah, that's true. 2 boxes in this room are empty. That's also true. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. It's gotta be black then. That's not the truth. Security. This is sad because we had 2 floppy disks last time. I'll go ahead and do this though. There's one thing we can do. Let's see. System inventory. 1 trunk, yes. Key card system settings. Let's change that to low. Okay, confirm settings. Okay, I have a couple ideas to try. Let's see. We'll put that over chat for now. Not that anyone's in here, but this W N SMG incorrect. I'll only try one more. 4, 2, or 4, 5, 2, 9, 2. Incorrect. One more. RLCF. Okay. That's fine. There's no guarantee. But we did update. The keycard doors. Ooh, a dark room. I'll take the money one. Do the courtyard. Why not do the courtyard? And that gives us a detector. Also beeps if there's a item nearby. Trunk. Let's do it. The secret garden key. And there was another one. It was either the courtyard or the drawing room. Oh, it was here. Big money. I got money for ages. Oh. Looks like a choice. Let's do the whole way. There we go. Oh. Do the storeroom. We get more money plus all the stuff that's in here. Let's see if the secret passage will do something good for us. Oh, these are the colors. Gold, red, the key to the bedroom, the halls of home. It only leads to it if it's a chase. Okay. Well, there was no answer. Let's go back and check an item. Okay. Oh. Let's go. We got steps left. Let's go look at these statues some more. ideas on the tool. Right. I haven't used this step yet, so it's fine. But this uses up a few steps, but I think it's worth it to come here first every time. Root cellar. Hunting spells. 2 special items. Oh, the shelter is pretty interesting. I feel like the tool shed's likely to give us a shovel and or hammer. Let's do the tool shed. I presume you can only shovel when this doesn't connect. I think it probably only connects if the garage is over there. Which also leads me to believe if we get the garage on the other side, it'll probably permanently upgrade something else. Corridor. Yo, this is not helpful now. But look at these angels. They have the same tools as the statues. Okay. And then there's numbers. Okay. Let me take notes. The Ho Angel. Not too relevant to anyone watching, but I almost typed angle What is that? Is that like a... Oh, it's like a chef. To pizza pad. The Angel of Pizza. 3 pitchfork. Pitchfork angle. Which one's 4? This one's 4. It's like a chimney sweep. This is 5. This one's 5. Maybe a paintbrush. Horse angel, maybe? I think that's like a... Oh, and 7 is up there. I'm gonna call this one War Angel. She's got like a mace and a shield. Call it God of War Angel. Okay. But that doesn't help us right now. Let's also just look in the pews for coins. I didn't know that was a possibility until yesterday. Hello, stranger in the chat. I did just notice it. I've never played this before, so it's kind of the crux. We need a drawing room. This is, what day am I on? Day 12. I've been slowly learning things. Secret passage. Oh, no gems. We'll go to the closet. Oh, hey. Evidently that was a permanent upgrade too. I don't know if there's any value to go down here. Probably just wasting a step. Oh, there's an upgrade disc. I would like to upgrade the computers. I'm guessing it's possible to enter the house from here. Why else would there be an elevator call button? key. The gems are in the black box. That's blank. The gems are in a box with a statement. Alright, so if that's true, this would be true. And this can neither be true nor false, really. If this is true, maybe in the blue box. I think that's my answer. It's gotta be in here. Two keys, that's pretty sweet. Dining room. Oh, our rank's active. We're at rank 4. Let's go ahead and put the dining room here. It gives us 2 paths. I don't have the money for that anyway. Would the bedroom be worth it? Let's do the bedroom. That won't be enough to buy anything. 50. These are all functionally dead ends. Utility closet is a good one. Turn off the key card system. Turn on the garage. I still haven't learned what to do to turn all of them white. We'll find that eventually. That key. Metal detector is a pretty nice item. We'll go south. Pantry. I can rotate. Interesting. The pantry. This gives us some money and a banana. I have not seen anything to break. Maybe I should grab it just in case. One of each. We got plenty of keys. There's 2 steps over here. Oh, library. The library is free. And this gives us the EPCW pump system. It's engineered specifically for the luxury requirements of today's indoor in-ground swimming pool and small. The EPCW system is also expandable, allowing you to use multiple pumps to control water flow and volume into several different designated tanks and aquatic house features. We had an aquarium, fountain, or good old-fashioned swimming pool. Water level indicator. Selection buttons, source label. Whether you're using a single tank system or an array of pumps, the water control panel serves as a central hub to your EPCW system. The panel is fitted with a number of buttons equal to your own home's need, 1 button for each different water source on the estate. The function is simple. Press a button to select the water source you'd like to adjust. For example, if you wish to drain or fill your pool, simply press the button labeled pool. Okay. Regardless of the number of pumps or water sources being used, water can only be adjusted from the source if its corresponding button is selected. You select the source. The next step is to set the pump associated with that source to pump either in or out. Okay. The pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to store and retrieve even more water. I don't think I've seen a water control room yet, but there was the boiler room, which had some pumps. Maybe, is this related to the boiler room? I already figured that stuff out reasonably, but I don't think that one was for the control. I'm also just going to check in here if there's any other music sheets or anything I haven't noticed. Now, this one I think is a stats. Most drafted Den Hawaiian Chapel. Paid for the court card a lot. That's interesting. Read the fixed sound amplifier. Let's keep going. Looking past it. Oh, this like dead ends our entire map. It is what it is. And again. So sad. Which item do I think is most useful though? Let's do upgrade disk. Alright. New room. Oh, the tool shed. Cool. Right back. At least one more time. I do want like a good day again. Yesterday when I played I had kind of 2 good days. Found the basement, the garage. Oh, that's pretty. I didn't stop to appreciate the skybox. This game set in the mountains. That mountain's super cool. Let's see what we get today. The tomb again. Alright. Pulling up my notes. This time not blocking chat in case someone comes in. Alright. We learned from the chapel the order. I guess a few things first. There is money here. That's the war, God of War. That's what I named it. This is the hoe. Pizza paddle. That might be the right one. Just go over here. I already read that letter. So this is the chimney brush that's next. Yes, I think it's this one next. And then this one which I called a paintbrush, but that's certainly not a paintbrush. Room. This was the horse. The horse is the wrong word. And then the God of War. Yes. Learning is occurring. The catacombs. Wow. Underground. Oh my goodness. This reminds me of what we saw when I did the fortune teller. There's a reservoir, evacuation tunnel. It's probably the basement. That's fascinating. Oh, that opens another path. Oh my goodness. Okay. Foundation entrance. 2 entrance. The north lever. Concealed entrance. Minecart. There's the room. Okay. Presumably, we have to pump water to deal with this little area. is super fascinating, but it doesn't immediately solve any puzzle. That does likely lead to the 46th room. Alright. It did cost us 12 steps. Only one of the other boxes is false. The gems are in the false box. Well, if this were true, both of these would be the false box. Or, okay, if this were true, one of them would be false. But you wouldn't know which one was. And this, so this is it. One of those has to be true, and this has to be false. The false ones. Or I want to loop right back. Take the chapel. Why not take the chapel? The chapel. We're getting lots of coins today. Observatory. We do the observatory. This is 4. Do the dead end. So it's either the nook. I think it's into the nook. Den. What is this? A gem. Two paths. Walk-in closet. Billiard. Let's do the walk-in closet. Car keys. Heck yeah. Key card. Nice. not doing the garage. That ends us right away. Redraw. Library. Commissary. Sledgehammer. Running fuse. Let's take the running shoes. That gives us potentially more movement. That's up to okay. Let's do a free draw. Courtyard. Nice. Pebbles. Last time I got double. Not worth picking up. Double, not worth picking up. Also locked. Security. We have an upgrade disc. Heck yes. I hope fine coins, one trunk. Insert disk. So we get to pick the upgrade. And there are 2 keys, 2 gems, or 9 money. Let's do money. This money can buy us food and items. Wonderful, that's locked. This is locked. Alright, well, we're going back. I guess we're dead. Well, we're not necessarily dead end. We gotta go back to the entrance hall though. Mail room. I get a package. Brass compass. And 2 gems. Okay, this is nice. We have to make it all the way back though. Do not waste on that. Come on, running shoes. Here we go, 1 chance. That's it. Ugh. We didn't learn things. We got to explore the tomb. 36, 1 new room. What was the new room? Maybe the walk-in closet. Alright. That'll be it for me today. I'll just make slow progress. School, someone popped in and judged me for missing the connection between the tomb and the chapel. It's okay, I'm blind. Alright, I hope everyone has a good evening, morning, day, whatever it is for you.